I think he came here with pretty low expectations, just trying to make a living, and it became, I'm sure, more than he ever dreamed of.
I do feel like I'm a vendor, selling not just a bag of nuts, but selling a good moment, a good conversation, a new person you can meet, something that you can share.
Nuts for Nuts is a company that began in 1993 on the streets of New York. We started with just a few carts, and we grew into a name that's now iconic with New York City's street food.
This is a beautiful tale of an immigrant that came here basically without anything, with almost not a word in English, through a lot of work and effort. Is part of a very well recognized brand in the city. Growing up in Argentina, I was having this called garrapiñada, this honey roasted nut. So every event, every parade, it was an excuse to ask my father to get one of these little tiny bags of honey roasted peanuts. My father went through some sort of a downfall financially, so I tried to go on there as a savior. I decided to fly away from my native city in Argentina, Mendoza, looking for a new horizon. I came here to study English first, but like every student, I was lack of money. So in the weekends, I got connected to start doing this honey roasted nuts on the streets of New York. So I saw a potential to have a business going with that.
Alex has poured his blood, sweat, and tears into this business, starting it out from scratch. When I met him, he was operating, I think, maybe 6 push carts, and then we grew it into what it is today.
Keeping a business alive in New York City is not something that easy. The idea that we have of America is very different when you actually put your foot over here. However, I think there is a lot of possibilities. I think the American dream is it's a way to deal with the system. And I do think with effort, when you sacrifice, when you put an effort, when you have perseverance, there is a big possibility of success with that. A lot of these people working with us, we create this dynamic where somehow they are more independent through the course of the years. That's not a minor element. I think it's an element that makes us very, very proud that people can go on with their life and you provide them a tool for them to succeed. For years, actually, people were showing up at the business here at the warehouse with the briefcase directly from the airport to see that it has any opportunity to start right away selling these honey roasted nuts. We all need each other to combine efforts to achieve our goals.
Anybody who's been to New York, who has roamed the streets, they've seen our carts, they've smelled them. Nothing beats that smell. It's one of those things where, when you pass one of our carts, you almost have to stop because it's just so intoxicating. We're a part of New York.
And we haven't finished yet. So hopefully more people will join the family and we'll continue growing.